Timberland says he ain't got no money. Ain't got no money. Well, all the headlines are ablaze that Kathy Crimeway Hochul has decided she's going to try to indefinitely delay the congestion pricing plan that was to be set to be triggered off on June 30th. Although it gives me an opportunity before I turn over the microphone to Nancy on the Rip and Read to explain this. One of the few times, Justin Ellick, I actually said something positive about Sheldon Silver, a.k.a. Meyer Lansky, a.k.a. Hyman Roth, the crooked Speaker of the Assembly then, who recently died in Otisville, the camp, and went straight to hell without an asbestos suit. He was so corrupt. But he was sitting there with Michael Bloomberg, the billionaire mayor. It was 2007. And Bloomberg had bribed everybody in the state legislature, bribed them openly, boldly, and brazenly to pass congestion pricing. And then Sheldon Silver, like Julius Caesar, sitting in the Roman Colosseum, went thumbs down and said, I don't care how many billions you have, Michael Bloomberg. Congestion pricing is dead on arrival. That was 2007. Nancy, pick it up from there. Why is everyone getting so excited today because of what Kathy Hochul has suggested? What's going on here?
Well, it may be that the congestion pricing is indefinitely postponed. That was her big announcement to help out New Yorkers recovering from the pandemic.
Hold on a second. Could you repeat that one more time?
She's referencing indefinitely postponing congestion pricing so she can help out struggling New Yorkers following the pandemic.
Struggling New Yorkers. Now, let me ask you a question, Justin Ellick. She has appeared side by side with Eric Adams, swagger man with no plan, the mayor, at numerous press conferences. They actually get along splendidly, unlike other governors and mayors in history. Rockefeller hated Lindsay. Lindsay hated Rockefeller. Giuliani hated Pataki. Pataki hated Giuliani. And we saw with Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, King Cuomo II, he hated Comrade Bill de Blasio, the part-time mayor, the dope from Park Slope, and likewise de Blasio hated Cuomo. But in this case, they've gotten along splendidly. Now, she's claiming that New Yorkers are struggling. Well,
she's concerned about their financial welfare following the pandemic and doesn't want to put a undue burden on them, apparently. So she just realized this about 3 weeks before this is set to go into effect. So she just thought about this.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, she stood side by side with Mayor Eric Adams when he said the following.
The city's not surviving. The city's thriving.
Could I hear that one more time, Lou?
The city's not surviving. The city's thriving.
That was 2 weeks ago. She remained mute. And then a month ago, she was at a press conference. Again, they were lovey-dovey. They are not at odds with one another. They have helped one another in terms of the state posture and the city posture. She was standing right by Mayor Eric Adams when he said the following.
Jobs are up. Crime is down.
Could I hear that again, please?
Jobs are up. Crime is down.
Doesn't sound to me like a city that's struggling.
Like a new day, a new analysis, I guess.
Well, it's typical of politicians. They flip the script because she is worried about the November elections and the effect that congestion pricing would have on Democrats. It's the only reason she's doing this, but everybody, before you start dancing the horror and the tarantella, you other politicians out there, Democrats and Republicans, she's not saying there won't be congestion pricing, is she?
She didn't say that, no.
What is she going to replace it with in order to make up the $1 billion of revenue that she promised the MTA, the money-taking agency?
Well, she's as long as they can find another revenue stream, this can be delayed. And it seems like it might actually be on the back of the Metropolitan Commuter Transportation Mobility Tax, which is a tax that's levied on any company that's doing business within the 5 boroughs and then also a few of the outlying boroughs. But curious to note is that this was something that she did less than a year ago almost. In July 2023, she hiked up this same exact commuter tax from 0.3 to 0.5%, and it's set to go to 0.6% just this past year, and now she wants to tap it again. So this commuter tax is really based on how many companies are here doing business, and with those sinking, that tax is just going to have to keep going up to even cut into this money she's looking for.
So the good old-fashioned payroll tax, which is taken out of an employee's earnings, the employer sends in the payroll tax with the withheld taxes, the Social Security and Medicare taxes. So this is just another burden that the employers have and gives them another reason to leave with the middle class, flee towards Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Texas, Tennessee, and parts unknown.
And it also applies if you're self-employed as well and you make over a certain amount of money. I mean, kind of a small amount, like $50,000. So you can be charged. I mean, and when you look at what this is per year, it's quite huge, $3,600 per person per year if they were driving into the city on a daily basis. That's the kind of money that's hard for people to come up with. But again, you're tapping it into this business community that slowly is dwindling. So you're going to have to up that rate even further if you're trying to sort of ebb the flow of what's going on here.
So I see all the tweets that are going out from the real Twitter heads out there. Oh, this is great, dancing the horror of the tarantella. She has not eliminated the congestion pricing tax. They're going to still impose it.
Yeah, and they also put up all the readers across the city, like $571 million. They have a contract in place. That contract, there's no sign of it being canceled. That's just wasted money now.
Right. So the payroll tax will be upped. It's called the MTA payroll tax, as Nancy described it. So from the cradle to the grave, Nancy Crime Wave Holcomb and the Democrats want to Kathy, I'm sorry, want to continue to push you the hell out of New York State. I can't believe that people are celebrating this. Don't they realize that they're getting stabbed in the back? Yeah, we'll hit you with an increased payroll tax now, MTA payroll tax. But she's not saying they're going to undo the congestion pricing tax. Please, never trust these politicians, not Democrats or Republicans. They lie. Anything to delay. Remember the concept. It's called DID. Delay, ignore, deny. Delay implementing something, ignore the problem, and then deny that it exists. And that pretty much explains Kathy Crime Wave Holcomb.